Well, I'm on Artifacts of Mars, and I'm hoping this is recording sound now. It's a Manova something or other phone. Anyway, I want to discuss the subject of AI. A lot of people are freaking out over this. I can't blame somebody for being apprehensive. So I'm not going to sit here and laugh at them, but at the same time, I think we need to calm down a little bit about it. As with any new technology, there's always people who are scared of it. That's not going to change. But I'm kind of in between on this one because I can see the benefits that come from it. And you have to understand something about AI. Say you have an AI washer, for instance. Is that going to unplug itself and follow you down the street? Of course not. So, a lot of this fear that's out there, this type of thing, really isn't justified. This is my point. There can be problems, obviously, as within all computers. God knows my desktop does enough weird stuff on its own. And it's not AI. But, looking at the big picture, this is new technology. We don't really know what the road is we're going down. I think science fiction has scared people concerning AI for years and years. Go back to the Ultimate Computer. That's an episode from Star Trek. It takes over the Enterprise and starts shooting other Star Trek starships out of the sky. And you have Nomad, the manned space probe, and all that. But reality is much different than science fiction is usually. One question that is ultimately going to come up is Artifacts on Mars actually so scared of AI they won't use it? Nope. Actually, I'm bored with the idea, but those entertainment videos that I do on Second Life, the voices most of them are AI generated. So yes, I do use it. I use it for a tool, folks. I use it for a tool. I'd be concerned if our defense systems are changed over to AI. That might be a problem. But you have to understand one thing. At least in theory, computers lack what's known as independent initiative. In other words, they really aren't supposed to be able to start anything on their own that's outside of their programming. That's the real issue here is who's programming these things and for what? That can be a problem. Another problem with AI, a lot of people don't know this, is it takes a tremendous amount of power. I mean electrical power. That's going to be an issue. I forget what that number is, but it's much more than a standard computer. So there are issues. But I don't think you're going to see armies of robots roving the streets. Robots run out of power, and when they do, they need to be recharged. They their charge isn't going to last very long. Automated weapons do worry me, I will admit. But this whole science fiction story of the robots taking everything over and people are hiding in their homes and that kind of thing, no. It's not going to happen. Are we going to see more and more technology in our homes? Certainly. You can go out and buy little pets. I don't have any real pets because I don't have the time or the ability to care for them. So, no, I'm not going to have any of those robo pets in my house. I might have one of those robo pets, but I'm not going to have a real pet. That's what I mean. And robo pets, you can just turn them off and turn them back on another time. I would be more worried about who's programming AI and for what reason than I am. I'm much more worried about that than the computers suddenly turning on us and deciding that we have to be exterminated or some scenario like that. I'm much less concerned with that than I am this old scenario of robots on the streets and all this. Terminator. That's science fiction, folks. This is reality. Get up on the times. You know, I went into the hospital January 3rd because I got exposed to that fog. And it put me in the hospital. And they put me in one of those CAT scan, MRI, whatever it was. Now, this is all advanced technology. And does us more good than harm. Does it shoot little radiation through your body? Yeah. But these devices have saved countless more people when they've harmed. There is a trade-off there, but the technology, advanced technology, tends to benefit humanity rather than harm us. So I would, AI can be fun, and there is a problem in telling the difference between AI and something that's real. So there is an issue there. You could have, I suppose, AI generated public officials and that kind of thing. I don't think that's going to do much in the long run. I would just, I'm adopting a wait and see attitude on this. Not especially worried about it. I'm not 100% complacent either, but for now, stay vigilant. Go along for the ride. That's what I'm doing. I'm staying vigilant and I'm watching and waiting to see what's going to happen with this. But I don't think you're going to see some horrible science fiction scenario. If you ever watch the movie Callisis, the Forbin Project, that was in the 1960s, if I'm not mistaken. It's about this AI computer that takes over everything. I don't think you're going to see that. Wait, the biggest fear that I have is people are going to lose their creative ability. Because they're going to shunt most of this over to these AI machines. So, get out there, create, do things for yourselves. AI can be a useful tool in some circumstances. Like I said, I use it for the computer voices. Most of the computer voices that I use in my entertainment videos. Most of those are AI driven. I do not apologize for this. I have no fear of it. I'm personally good with it. So, lighten up, folks. World's changing. We know it. It always has changed. New technology always falls under scrutiny. I would just, keep an eye on it, but don't expect the world to be taken over by it. I just don't have this fear of this innovation that some people do. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't. So unless you have your washer unplug itself, your AI washer unplug itself and follow you down the street, I wouldn't worry that much. If that were to happen, then I'd be worried. I'm Artifacts Mars. Thank you for your attention. And stop quaking in your boots if you're that scared of AI.